Hello everyone. You notice anything different about me? I bought some hair. I was inspired because my grandma has wigs and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy myself a wig because what's better than not having hair, but then like sometimes you just want hair so you can put it on when you want it and then just take it off when you don't want it. Like that's completely amazing to me. So I originally bought one off a website that was actually a scam. So, needless to say, I lost my money and didn't get a wig and whatever. So, I bought this one and it just came in and it's perfect timing because I'm sad today and this wig is making me feel a lot better. So, that's good. I also had a massage today, which much needed. Um, I just wanted to make a video just to kind of update you on my life, basically. As you can see, I'm not camping right now, and I'm not on an adventure. I'm actually home in New York, and I will no longer be living in New Hampshire. I had to get out of there. I got home last week. I think it was on Thursday. I came home, and I'm actually going to be driving to Arizona. I was planning on leaving tomorrow, but I still have some things I want to do and I don't want to rush. So I'm thinking maybe Thursday. I have like food and stuff that I need to cook and eat because I don't want it to go bad. So I'm also waiting for some pre-screening things for um, an X-ray job that I'm going to be doing in Arizona. Yeah, a lot has happened in the past couple weeks. I have been kind of looking very passively for an X-ray job just to. I told myself I was never going to do X-ray again, but I really, really miss living by myself. I miss having my own space, my own energy, field. Like, everything about it, I just miss. So, this will give me my own place to live for at least 13 weeks. And it'll give me an income. I haven't had an income since March. I don't really need one right now, still, but it can't hurt. And I'm also going to be better at saving money because before I'd just be like, oh, I want this. Let me just buy it. And I didn't care how much it cost. So that will be changing. I've haven't money invested right now and I just want to add to that money and focus more on being smart financially. Even though I can afford things doesn't mean that I should spend the money on those things I'm learning. And I just want to be better about that. So that'll be one of my goals. Oh man, I can't believe I'm driving to Arizona. I drove to Salt Lake City and that was 2 years ago, almost to the day. And I hated it. So I decided this time instead of driving there in, I think I did it in 5 days, I'm gonna just take my sweet time this time. I can do like 4 hour days and I can even skip days with the amount of time that I'm giving myself to get to Arizona. And I think it'll be about 11 or 12 days I'm gonna give myself if I need it. Some days I may feel really good and want to just keep driving, and I'll do that. So, yeah, it'll be an adventure. And I think I'm going to car camp. I'm going to try car camping, whether that be kind of stealth camping, um, going to a campground. I really have no plan. I have no plan whatsoever. So I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see how I feel, and worst comes to worst, if worst comes to worst, I will just get a hotel or get an Airbnb. It's not gonna be a huge deal if I need to do that. I'm not really loving that I'm going to be doing x-ray again. I'm doing it, like I said, for my own space to live, and in order to do that, I need a pretty good income. And that'll be this. I could just do, like, you know, a farm job or something like that, which I'm not opposed to, as long as I can figure out how to pay for things and not feel like financially burdened. I'm thinking of, right now, this could definitely change. I'm thinking of staying out there after the contract's over. Staying out there. I packed up summer clothes so I don't, you know, I have things for warm weather and cold weather. I don't know what my videos are gonna look like. I'm gonna be working Monday through Friday, and I'll have weekends and holidays off. So we have a few holidays coming up. I'll have those days off, and then I took a week off in January. I was looking on Overlander, and it looks like there is like camping where I'm going. There's like places to camp and stay overnight. And I really want to check those things out. And I was thinking too, I could just do like day adventures somewhere if I need to. I don't want to like overwhelm myself with my job and making videos. I want to still enjoy making videos. That's like my priority. I still want to do it, and I'm trying to think of like what I could do. So yeah, it's gonna be some sort of adventure. I was thinking even maybe like cooking videos, because I'm cooking all the time. I could show what I'm cooking. I think it tastes great, so if you want to eat great food, I'll show you what I make. Yeah. I think that's all the updates I had. I haven't been sleeping well because I've just been feeling like I have all these things I need to remember to bring. But I'm hoping that tonight, since I have the clothes thing stresses me out. I'm like, what am I gonna wear, like, for X amount of time? I don't even know how long I'm gonna be there. So I'm like, I have most of the clothes packed and I'm feeling good about it. So I'm hoping tonight I can just turn my brain down and relax and get to sleep, and everything will be good. With that said, I was thinking of doing a little show and tell, because I said in one of my videos that I was going to show you like all of my creations, and I never did. So now that I'm home, I have all of them with me. I don't know if I've showed you the ones that are in the car. There's a couple in the car. You know what? I might go get them, because yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so I think I have mostly everything here. Like, so these are like big items, like big things you wear. I've made so many like hats and scarves and that kind of thing, but you know, there's no way I could show you all that stuff. So we'll just start with this little top. This one's crocheted. And ask me if I've ever worn this. No, I don't think I've ever, actually, I think I did wear this one time. It's just like a little bralette type thing. And I even sewed in bra pads. Gee. And then I have another one. This one's also crocheted. I wore this, I think, once also. Just like a little top there. And I also have a purple one of this yellow one. I have a purple one just like it that I'm not going to dig out. So this one is crocheted. The original, I almost said recipe, the original pattern was like longer, but I made it kind of a cropped turtleneck. This one's so warm. Eee. So cozy. This is one of the first, I think this is the second knitted top that I ever made. And this is easily the most complicated top I ever made. Because I did cabling, and this the first and only time I ever cabled. It wasn't hard, it was just very time consuming for me. So this is a vest. I've worn this a few times actually. Quite a few times. I remember wearing this to work when I worked at an urgent care. It's kind of like business casual, so I wore this, but I sweated to death, but I was like, I want to show this off, so I'm going to wear it and sweat to death. And the back is the same. Cabling. I'm actually very proud of this one. And then this is one I had in the car. This one I'm probably taking with me. This is the very first knitted sweater that I made. And it's like a moss green. This one's cool because originally when I made it, the sleeves were like inches too long on me. And eventually I fixed it and was successful, and I'm very proud of myself. And this sweater, I know most of the people that follow me are men. I don't know if you're interested in any of this, but I'm excited about it, so I'm going to show you anyway and tell you about it. This is a sweater that was made bottom up. You can make them both ways. You can make them from top down or bottom up. It's just a different technique. So yeah, and then the sleeves were sewn on separately. And that one and this one is the same exact pattern. So this is the second knitted sweater that I made. But this one, I kind of did my own thing with the sleeves. The sleeves are not the pattern at all. I just kind of wanted like a wider sleeve, and like the goal was like 3/4 to half sleeve-ish type thing. I didn't want a full sleeve. And honestly, it kind of just looks like it's too small on me, but it's okay. And it's also cropped. And then this is the third sweater I knitted. This one is a different pattern, different technique. Those were from bottom up. This one was from top to bottom. And I prefer this method because it's more seamless. Like the sleeve, you only see this like one stitch, as opposed to it just looks messy and clunky. This is a turtleneck, and I'm actually currently making another one of these. I just started it yesterday. You start with the collar, and I honestly don't love this because as you wear it, the weight of it stretches the collar, and it's supposed to be a turtleneck, but it like splays out, and I don't love that. So this next one I'm using even smaller needles, hoping that it'll be smaller, and I'm also going to make the turtleneck longer to hopefully fix that issue. And yeah, there's that one. And actually I did a fourth one, hold on. So this is one that I made when I was in Sacramento about a year ago. And I started and finished this there. It was the same exact pattern as the last sweater you just saw with the turtleneck, except I wanted this one to be short sleeves and more cropped. So, and I tried to fix the collar thing, but it still happens, which is annoying. So I just did my own kind of thing with the sleeve, kept it short, and I also did this cool crocheted bottom hem. I don't know if you can see that at all, but it's got like boxes. I did that just as my own little thing. This is one of the first and only things I've ever made that's both knitted and crocheted. Alright, and then I'm going to save that for last. This one is crocheted. It's nice and cozy. It has big pockets. It's on inside out. It's like this big topper that just like makes you so cozy. I usually layer this with like another sweater for ultimate comfort. And I also added, this wasn't in the pattern, but I added these like buttons. They just stick through the crocheted parts, holes, and there you go. And actually, I made 4 of these in all. I gave one to a friend. One of them is just massively too big. I don't know what happened with that. So that just literally sits and doesn't get used. I tried selling it, but there's this one, and then this one also. This is like a deep purple. And I also added the buttons to this one. So cozy. And then I saved, in my opinion, my favorite, well, of course my opinion, I saved my favorite one for last. So this is crocheted. I made this maybe like 3.5 to 4 years ago. This is all granny squares, and it's just a top. I used a pattern for this. And I think I'm going to bring this one with me because I just missed not having it when I was in Sacramento. And I added a button, like this one comes off completely. Just this little crocheted piece with 2 buttons, one on each end. And I can just stick it in and close it up. And yeah, so this one, for a while, there was like this awkward vacancy at the top of the shoulder here, like a V, and I just never liked how that looked. So I ended up, when I was in Vermont a year and a half ago, I crocheted in that vacancy to make it more like an actual neckline, and now I love it a lot more. And I like this too, that I can put the button, put the button on, and then put it on backwards. I've done this before and wore it out. And then you put your head through, and you can kind of just wear it backwards. I really like it like this. Yeah. I feel like a grandma. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to show. I mean, I could show you this blanket that I've never finished. This is literally just shoved under my bed, and I don't know, I don't like it. So I'm just like, don't want to finish it. But it's a big like blanket throw type thing. And I don't like it because I use too big of a hook, so it's just very spacey, and I'm sure someone would love it. I honestly would just give it to someone for free. But yeah, that'll sit under there for years probably. But yeah, that was all my creations, and I'm gonna do a video when I'm traveling and just see how it goes. I'm not gonna plan anything, like I said. I'm just gonna get on the road and start driving and then see what happens. So yeah, I'll see you on the road when I'm going to Arizona.